Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you the LEGO Marvel Infinity Saga Guardian ship, the Benatar. First, I'll just show you around, overall, the feeling, the look from every side. Just to understand the scale, I have some stuff in the back. Here's my table. And it can transform from wide open to close down, all of the wings, the engines. And it can turn on its stand. So you could see more of the belly of the underside, or maybe more of the top of the ship. Here's how it looks wide open. Here you can see, you can open to see the pilot, and then you can open the full front, not only the window. Here's the look from the underside. Me personally, I'll be putting this on a top shelf just to see it from below and look at its belly, because it looks very nice from that angle. Or maybe even sometimes just change it a bit and look at it more of a like straight up. Here maybe some of you will like to look at the back side because it's really pretty. I like the engines and it looks very nice. There's a lot of greebling, only a few exposed Technic pieces, and they blend in quite well, so I'm not mad about it. As you can see, it has additional gray flaps. It's just amazing. It's full of flaps and full of like stopping power. It really feels that you could stop in mid-air, or it could become as sleek as possible and just glide through everything. Here's the look from the top. You can open it and go to the inside. I've put all of the main figures in the ship. They have some seating positions, some things to do. Here's the look straight on from the cabin where the pilot sits. It looks very nice. It looks very cinematic. As you can see, there's not a lot of space, but I think it's the best you could get from a ship detailed as much. And here's the two seats. I like the one full seat, but the second one, it just feels a bit off. And here the figure has to stand like rocket. Here you see some inside, a screen. Those are all stickers. And here's the coffee machine. You can see you can clip on your guns and stuff. Oh, and I really like those intakes. They look very cool and they have a very interesting technique that they were built by. I really like them. And here's the wings. And you can see some stoppers. They are all on ball joints. They look very detailed and nice, even though they are made only from a few pieces. And here's the main thrusters. I really like how the whole ship doesn't need to have a lot of stickers. It just makes its shapes from Lego pieces. And I really like how the orange and gray, they have a nice contrast and they have nice, real, understandable shapes. So it's not just a bunch of noise that's like weird. It has very nice and very angular, fast shapes. As you can see, there's not a lot of stickers, only a few. To have a bit more detailing that would be too small to make with Lego pieces, but there are only a few stickers in the whole set. Oh, and I really love these. They don't really have much of a purpose, they just look so beautiful and it works just amazing. I really like how they turn. And even these additional stopping wings, they are on ball joints. You can move them as much as you want. It looks amazing. You can make the whole ship as sleek as possible, or you can make it as much of a stopping power. And here's the stand. It looks quite nice. It's nothing special, it's just a Technic made stand. I really like how it doesn't have exposed studs and it looks very sleek. It feels almost like not Lego, as you can see from different sides. It's very sturdy. It holds the ship very well and it can turn. And I love that about it, that it can just easily turn. And it very safely goes into the four pieces. The axles, the Technic axles, they go into the four pieces on the underside of the ship and they lock on, and it feels very safe. It doesn't feel like it will fall off any moment soon. And I really love that the ship, even though it's sort of a UCS styled ship, it's very detailed, it's still very playable and swooshable, and you can give it to a kid and it's still quite sturdy. It won't break anything quite fast. Going to the figures, you can see all of them. You get 6 figures. Starting with Thor, its cape is amazing. First off, it looks great. It has the axe, and the printing on the different side is when the Thor gets its powers back, and the printing on the back is quite detailed, but you don't even see it that much, so it doesn't matter. I really like the cape. It's a great overall figure. A figure for Mantis has the painted antennae, and it's done quite well. The face looks quite nice, and the body, as you can see, it looks like a very female body. The waist is super slim, even though the character itself doesn't have such a slim waist. I don't know, it's weird, but I like the design on the Lego figure. Looking at the alternate face, we can see the angry Mantis, and this one, I feel it depicts the actress better than the first face, even though this one is just an angry face. And here we have Peter Quill, Star-Lord. First off, it has amazing dual molded legs and his shooters, the very 70s looking face and haircut, and a detailed torso, and a quite nice looking backside. And here's the angrier face of Star-Lord. This one looks nice, but I like the first one better. And here's the random Chitauri warrior, which I don't really care about. It looks okay, it's nothing special. I like the face printing. The printing on the torso, not that interesting. It looks a bit of like a gray mush. And a nice back printing and back head printing. I really like the back. The back looks quite well. And we have Rocket. Rocket has a brick built gun, a nice torso, and a molded head. This figure feels a bit weird for me. I don't know, the body just doesn't match. The colors look kind of iffy, and the tail is brown, so you can see like a brown line going in between the torso and the legs, so just kind of off. I know that it's movie accurate, but it just looks kind of ugly. And I'd say one of my favorite figures is Teenage Groot. It looks amazing. It looks just so well done. It doesn't look mushy. It looks interesting. The interesting structures on his body and the face, the head, it looks amazing. I know that it's not a new mold. It still looks just, I can't describe how much I like it. I know that the ship is based on the endgame part of the Infinity War, but I still very much dislike that they put a random enemy warrior, like an NPC, rather than putting Gamora, which is a very special character to me and to most of these characters on the lineup. But other than that, I really like all those other figures. So overall, I'd say this is a very nice ship. It's worth the price if it's like 20% or like 10% off. Other than that, it's not that big as I first thought it would be. So because I bought it with like 20% off the full price, I can say it was well worth the price. I'd say the only real downside is that it doesn't have enough space on the inside, and even to put down the figures in it, it's quite difficult. You really have to put them, you have to take some time to put them in properly. Even though my hands are not big, it's still quite difficult. But other than that, I really like it. It's a magnificent ship, and it looks great from all of the sides, so that's why I really love it. Because most of the spaceships, they look quite boring, especially on the underside, but this one looks very finished and amazing. Great display piece and a good toy. When someone with kids will come by and visit my house, I will definitely let them play with this ship because it's just so much fun. And even if they break off some pieces, it's not hard to rebuild, and it was a fun build experience. And talking about the experience, here's the speed build of the whole ship. If you like it, you can keep watching, and if you don't care about it, you just cared about the review, leave a like, subscribe, and see ya.